What's up, YouTube? This is JP Panther back on a video. And today's video is actually a DC news update video. And again, I will link the article in the description box down below so you guys can check it out. So this comes from RollingStone.com, and it talks about J.J. Abrams just struck a massive deal with Disney's rival Warner Brothers, pretty much Warner Media, which could get his hands on Superman, Batman, and the rest of the DC comics and their library. There are a notable number of Superman toys among the box and stuff like that. We haven't, and this is what he says. He says, we haven't had those discussions yet. Abrams says not quite conveniently. And it just talks about, a little bit about DC and Warner Brothers and stuff like that. Again, you guys can check out the full article. And he also talks about a lot of it about the Star Wars movie and stuff like that. But I'm just going to kind of talk about the Warner Brothers DC stuff. Here's the thing. With J.J. Abrams and Warner Brothers and DC, I do think that right now, I read the thing is that he signed on for $500 million, 5-year Warner Brother contract. That's a lot of freaking money, and I do feel like Warner Brothers, because they're gonna put him in-house. I do think he's gonna do his own projects, whatever, like his own projects, film projects, whatever. And if Warner Brothers wants him to do a DC property, they will say, yo, we paid you all this money, we want you to do the DC thing, and you're in-house, so we're paying you a lot of money, and we want you to fix this DC stuff. And I do feel like he will probably do DC, or Warner Brothers will probably make him do it because he's on contract and stuff like that. But I do think JJ, I'm not sure he's the right guy for the job, because I don't think he's a hardcore nerd like that. I think he's more of a corporate person. You feel me? He's like, okay, I'm a nerd when it comes to getting me money, but I don't really care about it like that. Because if he really was a fan of this, he wouldn't have messed up Star Trek. He wouldn't have messed up Lost, and Rise of Skywalker just seems like a mess, the way the leaks are and stuff like that. But I do think, JJ doing the DC movies, I think it will be different. Because there was talks about like him doing the Superman movie a while back, like in 2007, 2008, whatever. But just never, Warner Brothers and him never got through. And I do feel like with J.J. Abrams just doing the DC comic book movies, I think he will get... I do feel like he should not just do Superman and Batman. I feel like he should do other DC superheroes or supervillains. Because the problem is, what happens when every other studio... The problem is it always happens, you know what I mean? When you focus on just two popular characters, you have to always deal with, that's not my Superman, that's not my Batman. Maybe if he does like Blue Beetle, maybe he does Jon Stewart, maybe he does Martian Manhunter, maybe he does Vixen. Like, if he does do DC comic book movies, make sure you do characters that aren't established. Take those characters and make them superstars. If JJ is going to do the DC properties, make sure you do characters that aren't well known to the general public, but don't just do Superman and Batman and stuff like that. Do characters that you could kind of play around with without people telling you got to do it like this and that and this and that. You could kind of play around with it and do your own thing. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. And again, with the Warner Brothers 5-year deal with JJ, we just have to see more information, what happens and stuff like that, and what movies and what projects and genres he's gonna do. That's really it, guys. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys want JJ to do DC movies? Let me know in the comment section below. Or direct or write or produce a lot of DC comic book movies. Let me know in the comment section below. Rate and like the video and subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Peace and have a great day and take care.